Erokamano ahinya kuom miyowa thuolo mari e chenro mar migago. Nyinga Milton Ochieng'. Jatend migao mochung' ne weche mag jotich Dr. Alfred Mutua ochopo e nyim komiti mar od bura mar Senate mar duoko penjo ewi seyo ni sirikal ne owuondo jo Kenya ni dhi miyogi tije pinje maoko, tije mapok oyudore nyaka sani. Wawinj ane kaka twak dhi nyime.
Because it's no longer a game. We are playing with Kenyans' lives. It's not about a game of WA or IA. It is about people getting conned, people committing suicide. It's about families being broken.
Okay.
And you cannot come here to tell us that the Festus you're referring to is an IA and our Festus is a WA. It doesn't matter because at the police station, his fingerprints are taken and his fingerprints are the same. So we want to know that the National Employment Authority is safeguarding Kenyans from rogue agents, not this drama.
You have made your point. So that was the fourth point and last. Any other member? And please make it brief.
Okay, Chair.
Time is over.
Okay, let me
just go to the question.
Yes, okay. Chair, I wanted to get a clarification from the CS on the 55,000 shilling that these Kenyans are charged. If they can at least scale down or even a portion or even break down the 55,000 on medical and what kind of medical are they expected to have and how much up to the last coin, so that we get to understand that charge is well apportioned. Two, to the Cabinet Secretary, for this big and good program that you have presented to the Kenyans, and you've gone all over the country and out of the country, I wanted to know the budget that has been allocated to this ministry in regards to this, because I found a bit ridiculous to see or even to hear that Wezo Fund, Sports Fund is being, you fundraising funds. So I would really want to know what is the program of this ministry in regards to this important program that has been, presented to Kenyans, that this is a very good program. Last but not least, is the policy. The ministry has a policy in this regard, if not an act or a regulation? Do you have a policy that guides you on how to do things? To say today I will be charging 55,000 shilling to Kenyans, or this is a policy that engage the companies that have been given work, so that we get to see the agreements, the MOU between the ministry and the agencies. So can we have the policy or the regulation that has been passed either by cabinet or by this house or by National Assembly to guide the ministry in this regard? Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Allow me, yes, actually I have 3 questions which are very brief. But before I put forth the questions, I would request that this sitting is not treated to exchange between Honorable Senator Giloria and the CS. This is a committee, and all members of the committee are involved in this to receive the answers to the statements Senator raised. So kindly let's limit that it doesn't become an exchange between the CS and Honorable Senator. My first question to the CS. Approximately, how long does the process take from recruitment, registration, to the securing a job? Because this is very important to know. Even those who go for recruitment, they are aware. Then, and B of that, does the ministry give information to the recruitees in terms of the time frame and the stages that the recruitment go through? The third question, Chair, allow me to say this is on an individual. Festus, is he here? If he is here, I would like him to tell this committee if he had any dealing with Honorable Senator, where he comes from, if we had any earlier dealings with Honorable Senator Oroba before she raised the statement. Thank you.
Okay, Senator Mundigi.
Asante, Bwana Chairperson. Hii program kulingana na wakati huu inaonekana ni program mzuri, inaweza kusaidia vijana wetu. Nauliza kwa Cabinet Secretary, kutoka wakati vijana wetu na wasichana wetu walianza kwenda ng'ambo, before that time kulikuwa vijana, wasichana wanapata shida katika huko nje, wanauawa, wengine wadhulumiwa, lakini wakati serikali iliingilia ndio hii program ilianza. Ningetaka kujua kwa wasiri, kutoka wakati ule mpaka leo, wale watu wameenda wetu, ni wangapi umesikia malalamishi, ama ni wangapi wameona wakienda kule wamekosa kurudi kwa sababu ya shinda? Kwa sababu wakati wa kwanza kulikuwa semekana unaenda kuwa mwalimu, unaenda kuwa mindi, unaenda kuwa hii, lakini najua hii program ukitoka hapa kama unaenda kuwa mwalimu, unaenda kuwa mwalimu. Lakini kuna mtu anaweza aenda kule asikii alidhishwi na hiyo kazi. Ni wangapi umesikia wakilalamika? Ya pili, kulingana na hii kesi Gloria Alilete, Senator Gloria Alilete, watu wamekuwa wakisikia waridhiki na kwenda nje. Ni wangapi wanaweza kuwa wamerudishiwa pesa zao? Na pia ni wangapi wengine wanaweza kuwa walikoniwa na agents zingine? Na kama agent wale wako registered katika NEA, kama wako hapa tungetaka kuwajua. Hiyo ndio swali langu.
Vice Chair.
Were you going to say Deputy President?
You may be someday.
Thank you very much, Chair. I think my questions are just a couple to the CS in response to his submission. Number one, CS, you talked about 8,000 job orders that were negotiated G2G. And in your submission, you also spoke about 300 job seekers who passed the process of vetting. My question is, why is there such a big difference between the job orders that were secured and the number of young people who have secured these jobs through the vetting process? And the part B of that question is, what happens to the other 7,700 jobs? Where do they go? Because they've already been negotiated G2G. Number two, communications and transparency seems to be one of the issues raised by the sponsor of the statement. Whose job is it to communicate with the job seekers who have been successful or not successful in terms of where the process has reached, changes that maybe have occurred during the process? Because you talked about sometimes this happens, sometimes you've gone and seen that it's not adequate, the jobs that, for example, salaries that have been offered is not adequate to you, so you have, begun the process of amending or changing things here and there to best suit our young Kenyans. So whose job is it in terms of communication to the applicants? Is it the ministry's job? Is it National Employment Authority? Or is it the agent on the ground? And whomever's responsibility it is, can you table, whichever agency it is or institution, table some of these communications that are made? Because you talked about full transparency. We'd like to see that there has been, or evidence of there being full transparency, because of course job seekers are complaining that they have been kept in the dark for too many months. So where are the communications therein, just explaining to them, this is what's happened, this is the reason for the delay, etc. And my next question is with regard to the 55,000 you spoke about. You mentioned in that submission, Waziri, that a part of the 55,000, amongst other things, is for a repatriation fee. If a job seeker like myself, if I go somewhere and I feel what has been advertised or what was told to me is not the case, I will be repatriated. That's what you were alluding to as part of the 55,000. My question is, according to the bilateral agreements or the policy that Senator Seki is requesting for clarification on, whose responsibility is it to pay for repatriation? shouldn't it be the responsibility of the host country if they are found to have advertised something falsely? Or is it for me to pay to be processed for a job abroad, and then also for me to pay to be brought back home in case things go awry? I feel like there is an issue there for me. It should be the responsibility of the host country, but I seek a clarification. Thank you.
All right. Let me ask the CS to respond to these questions. Oh, Senator Ramogi.
Chairman, you don't want your mirror to have a voice in this. Now, Waziri, first, I think there is nothing wrong in trying to get jobs for our youths, as long as the process is fair and is not oppressive.